Listen, there's something sitting in your kitchen right now that most men don't even realize can trigger a response in their body in less than 10 minutes. I'm talking about a physical transformation that's so powerful, so immediate, that it catches most guys completely off guard. But here's the thing, and this is critical: if you overdo this, you can actually damage what you're trying to fix. I want you to imagine the following. You take one simple dose, and just 10 minutes later, you feel a deep warmth. Not just any warmth. It's a wave that starts in your chest and descends with force, like an electric current, straight to your core. While most men are stuffing themselves with expensive chemical methods that destroy their hearts, science has just rediscovered the master key to male vitality, a molecule called nitric oxide. I'm going to show you how to activate this natural explosion so your blood rushes without barriers, creating a hardness that throbs with authority. It's that pressure you feel filling the space, showing who's in control. If you want to stop trying and start feeling your power pulse again with an intensity you haven't experienced in decades, don't blink. I'm about to deliver the formula of this wave right now. My name is Dr. Natalie Whitmore. I'm a physician and I've worked for over 20 years with male vascular health and clinical nutrition. Men today end up resorting to quick chemical solutions. They promise immediate results, but often they just force your body for a few hours. For many years, medicine tried to find ways to stimulate this process safely. And one of the most interesting discoveries came directly from nutrition. And this is where most people are surprised, because one of these substances is probably already in your kitchen right now, but almost nobody imagines it can have such a strong effect on male body function. For centuries, it was considered an energetic substance used by ancient civilizations to increase physical resistance, improve stamina, and stimulate the body before major efforts. The main ingredient in this formula is pure L-citrulline, but I need to be very clear here, because many people make a mistake right at the beginning. I'm not talking about those industrialized protein powders loaded with sugar and artificial flavors you find at the supplement store. What makes a difference for your body is pure L-citrulline. The more natural and concentrated, the better. Beyond that, L-citrulline also helps your brain release substances that improve communication between your nerves and your circulatory system. In simple terms, your brain sends the signal and your body responds much more rapidly. But the real effect begins when we combine L-citrulline with a second ingredient that acts as an accelerator of the process. This ingredient is a specific amino acid compound that works synergistically with your body's natural nitric oxide production. When this enters your organism, something very interesting happens. Your body perceives that stimulus and reacts by releasing endorphins and dopamine, substances linked to pleasure and excitement. At the same time, this compound stimulates circulation and increases your body's internal temperature slightly. Now let's get to the practical part. To prepare this mixture, you're going to need about 8 ounces of water. Place this water in a glass and add exactly 6 grams of pure L-citrulline powder. That's roughly 1 teaspoon, maybe slightly less. Don't use more because the objective here is to stimulate circulation, not overwhelm your system. Stir slowly until the L-citrulline dissolves completely in the water and the mixture becomes uniform. The water should be room temperature, not hot, not cold. This detail is crucial because L-citrulline absorbs better at moderate temperatures. Now comes a detail that many people ignore, and that makes all the difference in the final result. You need to wait a few minutes until the drink reaches room temperature before consuming it. When the temperature is comfortable to touch, you can add a small amount of lemon or lime juice if you want to improve the taste. The citric acid doesn't just enhance flavor, it actually helps your body absorb the L-citrulline more efficiently, potentializing the effect of the drink. This temperature detail is very important because the compound loses effectiveness when placed in very hot liquids. That's why the mixture needs to be at room temperature, never boiling. After it's ready, the drink should be consumed about 30 to 40 minutes before your intimate moment. However, many men report beginning to feel the first signs of activation already in the first 10 minutes. The subtle warmth in your body, the sensation of relaxation, and the more intense circulation are the first signs that your organism is responding. The maximum effect usually appears between 20 and 30 minutes, when blood flow is already more active and your entire body enters a state of greater sensitivity and physical response. Now, about the question that many men ask in the clinic, for how long should you use this mixture? The ideal is to use it in specific moments, when you want to naturally stimulate circulation before an intimate moment. Some men also use it a few times per week as a way to help their body maintain more active circulation over time. But there exists a very interesting detail that I'm going to explain now. There is an error that many people make when preparing this drink that simply nullifies a large part of its effects on your body. And the curious thing is that almost nobody realizes they're doing it. The mistake is taking more than one dose in a single day. Your body isn't designed to handle that kind of excessive stimulation. When you exceed the proper dosage, which is 6 grams 1 time per day maximum, your system becomes overwhelmed. You don't get double the effect, you get the opposite. Your blood pressure can drop suddenly, you might feel dizzy or nauseous. And you've just wasted the entire protocol. 1 dose. That's the rule. 1 dose per day, maximum. Most men find that using it 2 to 3 times per week is the sweet spot. Your body stays responsive, you don't build tolerance, and you maintain the power of the effect every single time you use it. This is the critical detail that separates men who see real results from those who destroy the process by thinking more is better. Your body has a threshold, and once you cross it, you've wasted the opportunity. I always explain this to my patients because the male body functions in very clear biological cycles. Hormones, circulation, and nervous system don't respond the same way throughout the entire day. There are moments when your organism is in a state of alert, stressed, accelerated, and other moments when it's much more receptive to stimuli linked to relaxation, pleasure, and physical response. That's why the best time to consume this mixture is not in the middle of a busy day or right after a stressful situation. The ideal is a moment when your body is already beginning to decelerate. In practice, the time that usually produces the best results is in the evening, about 30 to 40 minutes before your intimate moment. During this period, your organism already begins to reduce cortisol levels, the stress hormone, and circulation responds more easily to the natural stimuli of the drink. It's exactly at this point that the effect of the mixture appears most clearly. First comes that sensation of subtle warmth in your body, generally beginning in your stomach or chest region. Next, this warmth spreads slowly, a sign that circulation is being stimulated. Many men describe this sensation as if their body were waking up from the inside. After about 20 to 30 minutes, when the active compounds have already begun to work on your blood vessels and circulation has been stimulated, blood flow becomes more intense. It's at this moment that most men perceive the difference in physical response. Your entire body feels heavier, more present, more in control. Now, I want to explain something that few men perceive when they begin using natural strategies to improve their own performance. Many people believe that the effect of these mixtures happens only during the intimate moment, but actually the impact begins much before and goes far beyond that. When you stimulate nitric oxide production and improve vascular function, you're not just helping one specific part of your body. You're improving the functioning of your entire circulation. The same blood flow that feeds your intimate region also carries oxygen to your brain, to your heart, and to every muscle in your body. That's why many men report something curious after a few uses of this drink. They don't perceive only more firmness and response during intimate moments. They begin to notice more stamina throughout the day, more mental clarity, and even that sensation of energy that seemed to have diminished over the years. This happens because pure L-citrulline is one of the most studied substances when we talk about vascular health. The active compounds present in it help reduce oxidative stress in blood vessels and allow them to function with more elasticity. In simple terms, blood circulates with less resistance, and when flow improves, your entire body feels it. But here's what I want you to understand. This method is powerful, but it's just one piece of the puzzle. If you really want to maximize your results and understand the complete science behind male performance, I've created a detailed video breaking down the 3 scientifically proven methods to maintain and extend your response time. That video is linked in the description. Watch it after this one. most men who combine these methods report results that are exponentially better than using just one approach. Now, there exists a detail of this recipe that seems small, but that can determine whether it will really work or not. I see this error happen very frequently, even among people who have already heard about the benefits of natural compounds. The problem lies in the dosage and timing. Many people prepare the mixture and immediately take more than the recommended amount, thinking that more will produce better results. What almost nobody knows is that your body has a specific threshold for processing L-citrulline. When you exceed this, your system doesn't respond better. It responds worse. You can experience a sudden drop in blood pressure, dizziness, headaches, or stomach irritation. That's why I always tell my patients to have a little patience with this protocol. Follow the exact dosage, 6 grams, 1 time per day, maximum. This simple care preserves the natural compounds that help stimulate nitric oxide production in your organism. It's like you're activating a second circulatory boost within the drink itself. If this information made sense to you, consider continuing to follow our content. Here, I always seek to bring clear explanations based on science and clinical experience to help men understand their own body better and recover confidence in their own vitality. And remember, when you learn to take care of your circulation and your health in an intelligent way, you're not just improving one specific moment of life, you're investing in your energy, in your confidence, and in your overall quality of life. So get the pure L-citrulline powder, follow the protocol exactly as I've outlined it, and watch the video in the description for the complete system. Your body is capable of so much more than you've been experiencing. It's time to unlock it.